someone's mask is slipping. So someone could be hiding behind a character of morality. I feel like the true nature of a person is being revealed, okay? Or is about to be revealed. Someone has been wearing a mask, but the mask is slipping off. I'm hearing stripped of true nature. The Goosebumps theme song is playing. So there could be something about nature spirits. There could be nature spirits around a person who are stripping off someone's mask. That's all the information I have so far. Could be good, could be bad, but let's get into it, Capricorn, okay? I call upon the Most High and the Most Powerful to protect me and my Capricorns in the duration of these readings, to bring messages for their highest good and benefit. Okay, so let's get into it. So yeah, there are very ancient nature spirits who are stripping off the mask of another. It could be that someone has utilized the energy of nature, almost objectified nature for their use. They've commodified nature for their use to build up a mask. But the mask is coming down because nature spirits could be like, no, you're not just going to use us. I'm getting something about the Matrix here. Oddity. A Capricorn here is fed up with hookup culture. Okay, there's something about hookup culture coming up in the music. A Capricorn here could be fed up with that. Like, you are not going to be engaging in hookup culture, or you're taking a stance against that or something like that, okay? It could be that someone could have tried to manipulate you into the bedroom by acting holy or acting like they have some sort of character that they don't, or acting in alignment with nature. I'm not entirely sure on the specifications, psychological injury. But this person could be very hurt by people seeing them for what they are or who they really are, or you seeing them for who they are, right? Okay. I'm hearing sustained psychological injury, solipsism. That's really interesting, guys. Someone here, and it could be you, I don't know, take it how it fits, but someone here could have assumed that another is just like them, or assume someone has the same morals, the same character, the same ideas, the same beliefs, or something like that, and they sustain a psychological injury when they realize, like, we are not the same. You and another are not the same. A lot of people move through life and have this almost borderline narcissistic perception that everyone is just like them, or everyone should feel the same as they feel, but it's just not the case. 2023 could be significant. We have the Hermit here. Ace of Pentacles. We have Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio energy could be significant. So it's almost like someone's realizing for the first time that other people have different opinions, different characters, different beliefs, or something of that sort. So someone could have expected you to feel the same way that they do, Taurus energy. So Taurus, Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, those signs could be significant. So someone could have expected other people to kind of agree with them or have the same perception, have the same beliefs, but it turns out that everyone is different, okay? And there's something about diversity coming up. So bringing it back to nature, nature requires diversity to flourish. All right? Nature requires diversity to flourish, to excel, to exist. So whenever you see a person, a system, or a culture that is trying so hard to get everyone to fit a mold, or trying to cut off everything unique about other people to make everyone uniform, that's usually a sign of a very unhealthy ecosystem, a very unhealthy system, and it's cult-like mentality. Okay, so nature literally requires such vast diversity to excel, to flourish, okay? So that's the thing. You have a person here who's very self-centered and is like, well, everyone should be like me, and doesn't accept the fact that other people have different belief systems, different characteristics, different perspectives, you know what I mean? But that's the beauty of life, is that there's so much to be discovered because there's so much variety in life, right? Variety's the spice to life. Mwah. Okay, bon appetit. So imagine if we had to eat the same meal every single day, okay? I know for some of you who are autistic and you have your safe foods. I'm not talking about your safe foods, okay? But it's just something about that. It's like a buffet. Imagine if you had to eat bread, just a slice of bread every single day. Someone gets hurt psychologically when people disagree with them or something like that, okay? And psychic weapon is showing up, so yeah, like they could come from a family who's super hyper defensive, and if someone doesn't agree with them, they seek to attack, right? They seek to attack back. When a disagreement, a plain disagreement is not an attack, people have the right to disagree, you know what I mean? But it could be that someone seeks to harm other people and use force, coercion, or violence to force people into the same beliefs as them. Because they're like, what? My family raised me. My family forced me to think exactly like them, so I feel entitled to force other people to think exactly like me. That's kind of what's coming up here. But the thing is like, that's not how life works, and that's not healthy. So in that way, it's like someone's mask slips. That actually, they are very self-centered in that way, where they're like, people have to be just like me, and if they're not, I feel entitled to hurting them, or something like that, okay? Alright, so that's what we have here. So yeah, someone's trying to understand you. We have decode and oddity. So someone's trying to understand you. They're like, why don't you feel pressured to fit in? Why don't you feel pressured to be uniform? Why don't you feel pressured to agree with the masses, or an entire group, or with just one individual, okay? But like, that's when someone's mask slips, okay? So very interesting, Capricorn. What are you getting into? These times are pretty crazy. Autopilot. So see, that's the thing. So I feel like you having a different opinion, or you disagreeing with someone, shakes them out of this autopilot. Yeah, that's confirmation. Why the hell is that happening all of a sudden? I don't know. But alright. So someone has a very small capacity for disagreement or argument or debate or something like that. And they feel entitled to be able to just walk through life on autopilot and never be shaken out of some sort of comfort zone. Someone feels entitled to a comfort zone. Nothing wrong with wanting to be in a comfort zone, but you literally can't expect other people to conform to your narratives, conform to your belief systems, conform to an ideology or whatever. Like, I don't know, someone expects other people to conform to them, and if they don't, they lash out or something like that, okay? Yeah, see? And so because of this, because of someone's upbringing of uniformity or coercion, like say someone was abused by a religious household that forced them into believing the same religion, they grow up to do the same to other people. And if someone doesn't agree with any little tiny thing they believe or say, they will either lash out and then cut off that person from their life, because they're like, okay, well, I want to exist in an echo chamber. I want to exist in this comforting bubble where I'm never challenged. I never want to be challenged, because their parents were the same way. Their parents were like, how dare my child challenge me? How dare my child put me in discomfort? How dare my child make me feel uncomfortable emotions or make me question anything? And if you know, children come into this life to challenge us, to help us further our shadow work. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I have been a child, right? So have you. And we come into this life to challenge our parents, or to get them to do deeper forms of shadow work. And a lot of times you see abusive parents refuse, okay? And that's why they end up abusing their children into being uniform, okay? So this is what you're dealing with here. You're dealing with a person who might have cut you off or will cut you off because you just don't agree with something. All right, so there you have it. So welcome to 2025, where there is this overarching agenda to get everyone to conform to uniformity, but that's actually unhealthy, and that will lead to the demise of humanity in general. It will lead to the demise of humanity, not nature, maybe some of nature, right? So anyway, there could be something about a rave or a car park rave or a desert rave or some sort of party that's unconventional or underground or something like that, okay? Woo! Electric, boogie. Someone could be going out dancing, okay? Someone's going out boogieing or dancing or something like that. Someone could be trying to go on a date or is looking for a date or wanting to date or is giving themselves that love, self-love, okay? So yeah, electric, 34 and 22 could be significant. Let's see, where's Capricorn at this time? Fast. The web. Okay, you could be searching online, or there's something about the web here. The number 24 reduces to 6, the lover. So you're coming from the energy of love, okay? Someone could be offended by that, all right? That is what it is, not your fault, right? You could be very creative at this time. You could be in a receptive energy at this time. There could be something about you being a strong energy. Capricorn, I feel like around you, people's masks cannot be held up. I feel like you could see beyond the surface of other people, or around you, you end up capturing what's below the mask of other people. Something about that, okay? Maybe there's something about your eyesight, or you could see beyond the surface of things. X-ray vision, that's come up before. You are the web, all right? Nothing gets past you. Everything is caught in the web, okay? So no pests, no one coming to try to cross your boundaries. There's something about them getting caught in your web. You are the web, all right? You could be this interconnected network, or maybe you just like feel very much aligned with nature. Like mushrooms, for example, they're part of this huge mycelium network that connects around the entire planet. So in that way, you could be connected to nature spirits or something of that sort. Be careful for any of you who are engaging in drugs. Please don't overdo it, all right? No judgment at all. Whatever you can do to reduce the possibility of harm, great, okay? Keep doing you, but just be safe, be careful, okay? Be protected. All right, so there could be something about doing a spell to make sure that you don't overdo drugs if you're actively engaging or if you're struggling with addiction. Yes, you can petition spirits. You can do magic to help you either free yourself from addiction or prevent any harm. So maybe there's something about that, all right? So yeah, I'm not one of those types that is like, you have to abstain from all substances, otherwise you're not psychic or powerful. No, that's BS, okay? If you look at ancient cultures and history, substances have been a part of spiritual practices and magic for so long, all right? Tell me more about web here, okay? You also have a web of protection, so if you want to withdraw or be in a place of vulnerability, such as sleep or whatever, you have like this web of protection. This could also be a dream catcher or something here. You have this web of protection. So anything trying to come through, you catch it, right? And transmute it into fuel, okay? So someone has this web of protection here. If your circle doesn't celebrate and support you, you don't have a circle, you have a cage, okay? So yeah, that's the thing. You have someone here that will only celebrate and support you if you agree with everything they say and believe. So that's a cage, right? Because you're not able to have a diversified perspective or character or personality or whatever. You're not allowed to be odd or different, right? So there's something about this. It's like you turn the cage into a web. So instead of getting trapped into the cage, you turn it inside out into a web and you catch anything that's trying to like cut off anything unique about you, all right? Trying to mold you into a uniform identity that makes other people comfortable, all right? Something like that. So yeah, you're busting out of the cage and you're doing just fine. Someone here could be an artist because of what's coming up on the music. Okay, truly happy people see the value in negativity. So see? So miserable people expect uniformity, because if someone was truly supportive, happy, and loving, they would see the value in disagreement. There is like nuance there, right? If someone's beliefs are inherently like violent, you know what I mean? Like someone believes all gay people are a danger to our children and deserve to be punished and killed, you know what I mean? Like that's not an opinion, like that's just violent, all right? So I want to create that nuance, okay? Aquarius energy could be significant. Happy birthday to any Aquarius suns, all right? See, there is something about art here. I'm a museum full of art, but you had your eyes shut. This person didn't want to see the characteristics or the things about you that were different, that were odd, unique, or whatever it is, right? They were like, fuck art. I want to see the same art piece every day and never challenge my vision, my brain, my mind, nothing. Okay, my aura, nothing. All right, so someone can't even see the art piece that you are, because seeing it would break them out of this autopilot and cause them to question their mind or what they've always been told and sold, right? Okay. Also, guys, things are probably going to get pretty chaotic here for me in the month ahead. Just stay tuned for a lot of changes, okay? The name Sydney or Sid could be significant. I'm hearing Siddhartha. I forget, is that a book or a person? Siddhartha. I'm getting that someone could have expected you to fit their perception of you. So someone could have an idea of you, Capricorn, and someone expected you to fit the idea that they had of you. But it just goes to show that someone is not interested in actually getting to know you. They're trying to force you into an image that they've created of you for their own comfort. And if you break out of that image, all hell breaks loose. Or they just cut you out of their life, okay? Do-do-do-do-do. Cube luck. Okay. So yeah, that's the thing. So for some reason, this cage that someone is trying to put you in, it brings you some sort of luck. Maybe it reminds you of your own freedom. Maybe it reminds you like, wow, I am so grateful that I don't have to be in this box that was created for me by my own parents. Maybe I don't have to fit into this box that was created for me by my own system, society, school, okay? So there could be something about either a meditation class, meditation, or a spa. Someone could be booking some sort of appointment or something like that, all right? Maybe it's for your birthday if you're still celebrating. Fuck it, why not, right? Maybe someone is Aquarius, Capricorn cusp. Yeah, so I feel like you feel lucky. You're like, okay, someone is in this prison and I can't get in. And maybe that's a good thing, right? Like that card said, if you don't have a circle that supports you and encourages you, you don't have a circle, you have a cage. So that's the thing. Someone's in this cage and you can see it, right? And someone's not going to let you in the cage unless you're going to be this, like, square. Okay, this is just, like, okay, someone literally doesn't question shit. They don't question religion. They don't question the GOV. They don't question anything they've been told. So they are in a prison, but they don't realize it, right? They're looking out of the glass walls. They don't realize they're in prison. But because you're outside of that square reality, outside of this glass prison, this glass house, you can clearly see that this is a cube. And someone's not going to let you into the cube. And you're like, you know what? I'm so grateful because look at the vast lands of diversity and oddity and magic and weirdness and abundance and variety that you get to frolic within. Okay? That's a metaphor. Maybe it's literal. I don't know. So maybe someone's going camping or something, or lives in nature, or I saw someone said that they're living out of their car. But that's the thing. You can see into someone's prison that they're not going to let you in because you have to be entirely uniform just like them. And you're like, you know what? God damn, I'm so grateful that I don't have to be in there. You feel so lucky. The number 11 is justice. Okay, you feel so lucky that you've broken out of a cage, or you were never put in a cage, okay? Or you've always been very intuitive, or you question authority, you question reality, you question yourself, and that's why you never lived in a cage, okay? So Spirit's telling me, like with the strength, the number 8 is coming up. Hold your tongue when it comes to something. And be patient, because someone could be experiencing a psychological injury. It's almost like someone doesn't realize they're under a multitude of layered spells. Now that's what childhood is. Childhood and programming, it's spell work. Long lasting. It could last for decades, right? It's spell work that keeps you under domination and control. We don't see it that way, but it is, all right? It's black magic. It's spell work. So someone is under heavy layers of spell work, and it's programmed in such a way that they feel pain whenever those layers are touched or tampered with in any way. And it's not that you are trying to tamper with it. You are literally just being yourself and standing by yourself. In generations of this person's bloodline, they felt entitled to this comfort. Okay, entitled to it. Like, how dare you question me? How dare you try to make me look at myself or look at anything that is different from me? How dare you, right? And that could have been passed down through bloodlines, right? And so with every bloodline, the spell gets stronger. It's spell work that deters anything that is different, anything other, anything that brings discomfort, okay? This is not your cage. This is not your socialization. This is not your shit, okay? You are not going to have the ability to get someone to see their own shadow. Okay, the monster of their own shadow is so vast, but it's almost impossible for you to get this person to see it. So don't argue. Don't engage in an argument or debate. Just hold your tongue and have strength, and focus on how lucky you are to be outside of the cage. You don't have a cage, you have a web. You catch things. Okay, so it's interesting because with the web, it's like not a glass wall. Certain things can come through, right? But certain things can't. So it's like a filter. So you got a filter, not a glass wall. So it's different. You can hear out other people's perspectives, but also you have like these boundaries that prevent like pests, unwanted things, unwanted people, unwanted treatment can't get through, or something like that. Interesting. Okay, Capricorn, I kind of relate to this because I come from a very interesting background, and I never thought that my background was very interesting until I started learning about other people's backgrounds, and I realized, like, wow, like, I have a very unique upbringing, okay? I'll just put it like that, all right? Exploration. You have the freedom to explore, but then strength. You have the ability to hold back as well. But look, see, here's that glass cage, right? This bottle. But you're able to explore all around it and see all of the walls of it or something like that. Here's a root system. You can see the shadow. See, I can't make this up. The song just started playing. It says narcissist wept. So it's like someone who is very self-centered, very narcissistic, very much expects everyone to be like them. You have hurt someone's ego, okay? You have touched upon someone's spell work, someone's socialization, so to speak. And the mask is starting to fall, okay? Eternity, see? See, it's supposed to last for eternity. So this socialization, this programming, it's spell work that's supposed to last for an eternity. Pass through generation and generation and generation. Like, for real, okay? So, inevitable. So, see, inevitable and eternity, ethos. Okay. And see, it's like, once you get through one layer of programming or spell work, there's more. See? So, it's like the Russian doll. So, someone could be Russian here. All right? Let's see. So, what's exuviae? So, see, exuviae is like shedding skin layers. It's like molting. It's the outer layer. So, that's the thing. The exuviae, that's what I mean. It's like, this is the outer layer that's shed. So like a mask has fallen, or a mask is falling. The letters D, J, or H could be significant. Or maybe someone is a DJ. That's really cool. All right, so let's see. What is exuviae here? So it's like someone's faltering. This consistent allegiance to this programming, it kind of falters. That's what I'm saying. It's like the Matrix. It's like a glitch in the Matrix. And it's like someone is programmed to lash out at that glitch or something like that. Or they can't see any fault within themselves. All right, they're unable to. They cannot emotionally or psychologically withstand. They don't have that resilience, right? They cannot withstand a perception of having a fault or flaw or something like that. But that's part of being human. Like, you have flaws, I have flaws, you make mistakes, I make mistakes, you know what I mean? Like, that's just life. Like, that's just part of being human. That's part of nature, right? Nothing is perfect, no one is perfect. But some people have like this programming, right, where they are unable to hold it. And I think I've talked about it before. They will have like a shame spiral, and the way they are unable to feel shame, they end up projecting or lashing out at others to put the shame on the other because they cannot hold it. All right, it's like the complete opposite of resilience. So that's the thing. That's why like a lack of diversity in nature is so unhealthy. Okay, it's like it breeds a lack of resilience. That's the thing. So that's what creates flourishment in nature, is this diversity. Okay, and without that, There is no resilience, no strength, no evolution. You know what I mean? The name Leo, Cleo, or something like that could be significant. There's something about the sun or the sign of Leo could be significant for some of you. Someone could have a Leo sun, so it's like double sun. Okay, so double sight, like both of your eyes are like a sun, okay? And you see through shit, okay? That could be what that is. It's like you see through the surface layer. Yeah, so someone could be like a Leo sun and then like a Capricorn rising, right? Okay, something like that. Let's see. So logic is here. Yeah. So someone doesn't have a capacity for emotions, only logic, but both are important. I don't care what anyone says. Both are important. Interesting reading, Capricorn. Never fails to be interesting. Satisfaction and ice luck. So that's the thing. It's like the ice kind of melts. If this is a cube of ice or glass, it like kind of melts a little bit. If you don't know, glass is literally a liquid that behaves as a solid. Glass is literally a liquid that behaves as a solid. So I don't know, maybe you see it melt a little bit. That's like the first layer kind of coming off. And it's very satisfying to see, like, okay, there is something below the surface here. Something about Alaska could be significant, all right? So someone could have been trying to debate you on things that are just unique about you. Mimic. That's what's interesting. Okay, so that's what the mask is. That's what the mask is. So someone is in this glass house, but they could have mimicked the things that are unique about you. And then the mask slips and it shows like you're really not the same. That's the message that came up in the beginning, right? Like, we are not the same. All right? And that's okay. Like, we're not the same, and that's okay, because diversity is a thing. Like, variety is a thing, all right? A banana is not the same as an apple. But imagine if an apple tried to look like a banana, and then you bite into it, and you literally taste what it actually is. So it could be something like that. I don't know. But, like, that's why the mask slipping is so satisfying, because you're like, yes, I knew it. We are not the same. Okay? Something like that. That's crazy. So it's like someone could have tried to decode and analyze the things that are unique about you and then dress themselves up in it. But then that's just like not the case. So how is it that someone doesn't have the resilience to withhold the fact that you have differences, but at the same time try to dress themselves up with those differences? That's what's not really making sense. It's like, how can you hate in another what you're trying to wear for yourself? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like, you know what I mean? So that's the thing. And then someone shows, okay, you're right. We're not the same. I'm actually this. Or whatever. I don't know. I don't fucking know what this is, Capricorn, but you tell me. It's like someone was trying to cosplay things that were unique about you, but they couldn't even understand those things. So maybe they even wore them as a way to try to understand those things, but then when they realized like how different they are from who they are at the core, their conditioning, then it's like the mask slips. Confidence. Okay, see? So someone was trying... Okay, here's the thing, okay? Someone could have seen how confident you are, and so they wanted to, like, understand, like, where do you get this confidence? So they tried to take on certain characteristics or something about you. I'm not really sure what. Things that are just unique about you, someone tried to take on because they thought it would give them that confidence. Or they wanted to understand your confidence. Like, okay, you're so confident, but I don't feel confident. So let me take on these characteristics so then I can be confident too. But then as soon as you have like a disagreement or something, they're like, you know what, fuck these unique characters. This isn't me. Or something. I'm not sure entirely what, but oh my god, okay. So yeah, someone could be buying a flip phone, or there's something about a flip phone or an old school Nokia phone or something. Someone's like, no, that's not actually me. That's not actually me. Okay. What number do we get? The number 3 could be significant, so that's the Empress. Okay. We have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. I don't know what to make of that. We have the 7 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. See? Tell me more. What's mimic here? Maybe it's a situation where it's like, okay, well, if you want to be just like Capricorn, then here is the character you need to embody, or here's like who you really are, or something like that, okay? And then someone was like, fuck that, fuck you, or I don't know. It's like, okay, if you really want to be about it, then be about it. All right, be very careful There's something about a fatal attraction coming up. So obviously Valentine's Day is coming and we have Deadly Valentine. So I don't know if this is like a passed on lover that could be coming up in spirit, or some sort of fatal attraction. The name Charles, Charlie, Charlotte could be significant. It could be that someone, oh, I see what this is. Queen of Swords. Okay, yeah. So the way you show up, or something about your surface, your personality, someone could have mimicked your personality to connect with you. They literally made a conscious choice to mimic your personality to connect with you in some sort of way in the future. But then you could have said something or have some sort of belief system that totally shattered some sort of illusion or threatened someone, and they were like, fuck that, or fuck you, or I don't know, cut you out or something like that. Psh, okay. It's like, all right. So someone like is playing the part, but they're not actually about it. So if you're going to be about it, be about it. So I don't know, someone's like playing a part or acting like they're the same. I don't know how. So they played the part, but they couldn't sustain it. All right. So it's like they can wear the surface, but they can't contain the internal. They can wear the surface, but they can't embody what's contained within it. Does that make sense? What's contained within it threatens them or pisses them off or makes them uncomfortable. So that's the thing. I don't know. Part of being like a weirdo in this world is like you're obviously going to make other people uncomfortable, and they're going to seek to make you uncomfortable. And so it's like, okay, well, if you want to be about it, be about it. The name James or Jamie could be significant. The name Dee, or anything like that. 3:13 on the time, all right? Paranoid and obsessed. All right, Capricorn, you have someone who is paranoid but obsessed with you at the same time. Someone here, the name Jordy or Jordan could be significant. Okay, sorry guys, my hair is like super messy, all right? It is what it is. So if you are, oh my God, who the fuck are you? So here's that strength card, okay? So you could be holding your tongue, or there's something about your strength here. So moving forward, you are not going to be explaining yourself to someone here. This could be someone you're involved with. So yeah, someone tried to trap you in a cage of their own being. So that's the thing. Like the King of Cups tried to wrap you up in some sort of cage of them and themselves and everything they think and everything they believe and everything they want. Like someone expected you to be a mirror image of them while they were trying to be a mirror image of you. I don't know. This is so wacky. Let me know down below what the hell this is about, okay? So someone could be throwing like a meteor your way, so to speak, or like tossing something your way, but your web catches it. Someone here in an echo chamber tosses something your way and it's like swallowed by this web, all right? You're moving in silence, okay? I commend you. Your confidence comes from the fact that there's a lot going on in the shadows or behind the scenes or in the root system. Unseen to other people, there's a lot behind you or a lot going on that people can't see, and that's where your confidence is sourced from, is that you're moving in silence, okay? So that's the thing too. It's like you got a lot of people who will guilt trip other people. Look, you can feel how you feel about this, however which way you want to feel about this. You're standing alone. You could be considering becoming single, or you are single, but you're moving in silence and you're not letting anyone try to like shame you, harass you, coerce you, or guilt trip you into being more open about certain things, okay? So there's something that you're keeping to yourself, right? Strength. You're holding a lot within, okay? Now actually is the time to be moving in silence, all right? And working behind the scenes, okay? Because there's something about avoiding some sort of surveillance, and it could be by a person, but it also could be by a system. There are actually a lot of people who are doing real heavy-duty work without ever getting credit for it, and they stay in the shadows, and they're actually very effective that way. So if you know you know. Okay, so there's something about that, but also this could be in your individual life. You could be dealing with someone that's like trying to get you to open up about certain things or explain certain things or something. I don't know what it is. What is it? What is it? It could be your emotions. Yeah, see, the Knight of Cups. Someone wants you to communicate your vulnerable or raw emotions, but you're like, fuck no, I'm keeping that shit to myself. Yeah, here's strength, see? Someone wants you to reveal your anger, reveal your emotions, or be emotionally disheveled and reveal that, but you're just moving in silence, okay? So someone wants you to reveal your positioning. You're not doing that, okay? You're going to be standing alone or being single or whatever this is. Freedom. I'm hearing freedom. So the Ace of Wands is here, holding a truth close to your chest. Yeah, because you're not going to be internalizing someone else's immature BS, whatever this is, okay? So yeah, that's the thing. It's like you don't need that validation. You don't need to be seen. Maybe you want it. I don't know, but not from this person, okay? You don't need their validation. You don't need them to see you or like understand you or whatever. You don't need that. So you're keeping your feelings to yourself about something. Yeah. And taking a new leap, a new start or something, and that makes you very lucky. Okay, but someone, yeah, this could be a lover you're dealing with. They're in the grief process. They're grieving over you and the end of some sort of connection, or the end of you giving away your position, or the end of them having control over you through your emotions, right? So, like, when you stop lashing out at a lover who's could be purposely making you angry, that makes them nervous because they're like, oh shit, Capricorn truly doesn't give a fuck anymore. Okay, so it could be something like that, where it's like you're no longer explaining yourself or begging someone like, hey, like this hurt my feelings, like blah 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 blah, you know, those long paragraphs or whatever. Those long paragraphs and those emotional outbursts could have made someone feel like you really care about them and give a fuck about them. But since you're no longer doing that, it's like someone could be trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. They're really still trying to get you to emotionally react because they're like, oh shit, I need Capricorn to still care about me. I need to see that someone still cares about me, but it's in such an immature way, like they can't just communicate directly. You know what I mean? So yeah, I see you moving in silence, and that's where your confidence comes from. It's because this person can't have access to you like that anymore. They don't know your stance. They don't know your positioning. They don't know who you are. And that could be why someone's like, oh, like I'm trying to understand Capricorn. Like they're so weird, or they're acting different now, or I don't know what this is. Black magic is coming up. Someone could be doing spells to try to, or this is their spell, right? The glass house, the glass cage, that could be their spell that they're under. Or someone could be doing magic to try to get you to reveal your position or to lash out or be emotional or what have you, okay? It's just not happening, okay? This person cannot see what you're doing, what you're feeling, what you care about, what's going on. Like, they just don't have access like that, and they hate that, okay? Because they need that, like, supply, right? All right, so very odd, very weird message, but that's what's coming up here. You're, like, done, all right? The name Kenny, Kendra, Kent could be significant. Juno, Jake, or Jude. The name Jude or June could be significant. The name Guadalupe, something like that, could be significant. So when this person comes in to try to be sweet and everything, this could be your family or a relationship you left. Spirit is encouraging you to reject any kind of fake niceness or sweetness that comes through, okay? Because someone could message you trying to flirt or trying to get you back on a good page or a good leaf with them or something like that. Spirit is telling you to withhold your energy, to hold back, or just like reject the message. Don't respond, or just, yeah, reject the message, okay? What's their intention here? To walk away and come back in order to have control. So I don't know if someone's breadcrumbing you, or they just are in and out or something like that as a way to like control the narrative or control you, to keep the peace on their end while making you feel anxiety or something like that. I don't know. Moving away and coming back, or going away and coming back in order to maintain some sort of control. Okay, someone could leave the scene to take a break and then come back, but you're already done. You're just done or something like that. Someone comes back, you're like, what? You've been done, okay? They want to use you in some way. I'm not sure how, maybe financially or some other way, but they want to use you in some way. Okay, so don't let them. Don't let them, Capricorn, okay? Let the past stay in the past. The letters A or R could be significant. The past. So leave this bullshit in the past, okay? This person really put you in your head, made you judge yourself, triggered you a lot, or there's a lot of fights between you and this person. It really drained your energy, but this person just wanted to reject you. So this could be breadcrumbing, literally, so don't let this person string you along on breadcrumbs again. Bullshit, okay? Because this person's from the past. leave it in the past. That's what I'm getting. Leave that person in the past because they're coming through with this flirting message. But it's an illusion, okay? Leave it in the past, all right? That's the message that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for choosing me today as your reader, as always. Hopefully I get to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.